cigarettes. Nothing beats them. Another bad piece of advice from the Deadman, but you gotta love it, right? Anyways, welcome to the Dead Truth. I'm your host, the Deadman, here to give you a movie review. You know, we're gonna get into the zombie survival tips a little bit later, and believe it or not, we got a gamer rant for you tonight. I've been out of it for a while. That's mainly because my editing software kind of went non-existent. I fired my cameraman. Got a camera stand, so to speak, and
everything okay in there?
Moving on. So let's get to it, right? I know you guys were expecting a horror movie review, but you know what? I'm a very big film buff, a huge film buff. Whenever somebody comes up with something new, ingenious, so on and so forth, I have to look at it, I have to be a part of it, I have to, review it. So let's get to it. Mel Gibson starring in Get the Gringo. Wow, that was white. Shut up. Mel Gibson's return to a noir-style type drama with a bit of action and a lot of vulgarity. Direction of this movie is promising. It really is. But unfortunately, it only delivers about half the time. Yeah, I mean, you got some really good chunks of film, and then right after that, you got just dead air, dead space, a lot of filler. I don't know if they couldn't afford Mel Gibson's bill to be on air the whole time, but anyways. The story itself is actually pretty good. I'm not going to go into it because I really do want you guys to check this one out. Gets really good, gets really bad, gets really good, makes no sense, and gets good again. The action is really not on what I would hold caliber with Mel Gibson's performances or film involvement, considering, Lethal Weapon, more of his action films, The Edge of Darkness, things like that, really not there. I mean, the action was, for the most part, very, very staged. You could tell it was forced. Not very impressed with it at all. The acting, however, I have to cover this. The acting is top-notch. Top-notch. Mel Gibson, not being the only name brand actor in this movie, there are a lot of bit parts filled in by non-mainstream actors, but they did their part, and they did their part extraordinarily well. I have to give them mad props for that. Mel Gibson's acting, of course, he comes back to this noir guerrilla Cro-Magnon style. I always loved him for. Loved it. I've loved that piece of his acting ever since when. But here's the bad part about all this. This is a noir-type movie, or noir, however you want to pronounce it. It's a noir-type movie. The director's constant trying to bring out Porter from Payback, just constantly in the movie, it's unfruitful, and unfortunately, it's half-assed. I mean, Porter's a very good character. He's an excellent character played by Mel Gibson in the movie Payback, from which I recommend all of you to watch again and again and again and again, like I have. But the director keeps trying to put him into these situations, but unfortunately, he doesn't have the backing of either the script or he's lacking the direction detail to be able to pull forth that Cro-Magnon type real dark character that Mel Gibson played in Payback. Very disappointing, but it doesn't kill the movie. So, Get the Gringo gets the Deadman seal of approval. Watch it. It's on Netflix now. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. If you want a good bias of from what, I went into this film open-minded, expecting nothing, but all the pushes towards Payback made me really, have to compare the two. So if you want to watch Get the Gringo, then watch Payback. If you want to get what I got, then watch Payback, then watch Get the Gringo. Anyways, thanks again. This is the Dead Truth with Deadman. Coming up next, Zombie Survival Tip. We'll be covering weapons. Everybody loves weapons. See you then, folks.